Today I'm in Ouro, Preto, Brazil. This is an old colonial gold mining town back in the day. Like, a lot of these buildings are from the 1700s, and walking through these streets is like walking through a Disney movie. It's really, really amazing. So today we're talking about something that I call, and my mentor calls, being in the flow. So what being in the flow means is that things come to you. Things come to you, so you kind of imagine them or whatever, and they come to you, and it's just the lightest, freest feeling, easiest feeling. It's like nothing. It feels like nothing. It's like flying a fucking kite is what it feels like. And things come. I remember I had a friend, and he told me something to the effect of, yeah, man, good things are always coming to me, or like when I want something, I get it. And I remember having a friend in high school that could do the same thing. He'd fucking be getting concert tickets all the time from the radio, or he'd just, cool shit would happen to him. His favorite fucking band is playing, and somehow he walks in the right spot at the right time, and there they fucking are, and he gets to talk to them and get their autograph, blah, blah, blah. And I used to think, fuck, like why doesn't this shit happen to me? Well, this space exists for all of us. It's like, it's for me, it's for you, it's for everybody, And for me, I think in that sort of high school time, I thought, what the fuck? Like, this is some fucking magical ability beyond me. And then later on, I don't know, however many years later or whatever, but I had one friend saying, yeah, things just come to me. And I mentioned it to another friend who I really like, and he said this. He said the same fucking thing. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, I don't know how I do it. I kind of just focus on things or something like that. Or I don't know. It's like, it's not that big of a deal, And it was so it's like his energy. I think we teach each other more than through words, through energy, right? So his energy was just like, yeah, it's like normal. It's like, okay, it's fine, And I don't know. I just think like sometimes, there's this book called Influence by Robert Cialdini, where he talks about psychological principles for convincing people or whatever, right? He talks about a kid who can't swim, right? Or he can't swim without like water wings, floaties on his arms or whatever. And he says, and the kid goes over to, he refuses and refuses and refuses, won't fucking get in the pool without water wings. And one day he goes over to some new friend's house, and this new friend, this kid, just like him, his size, his age, looks just like him, is swimming without water wings, and he goes, fuck, I can do that, right? So I just think it's like that transfer of energy, which is one of the important reasons why later I'm making a video on sort of getting in the flow and flowing into a mentor who's doing well what you want to be doing. So yeah, so I think we just transfer. It's like this an energetic transfer between two people. Again, that's what I want to kind of. I'm hoping that it comes through these fucking videos. But yeah, so he introduced me to this concept, and at that point it fucking stuck, or I should say it clicked. Something clicked at that point. So what I say now is that it was just by being made aware of it, that it existed, that activated the ability inside of me, right? So I just want to make you aware that there is this place where things can just fucking go right, things can go well, and things can flow into your reality easily. And my intention is to, if you stick with this and you continue doing these things that I give you to do and exercises and so on, and doing them to the hilt, that you will start to see this. If you haven't already, you may have seen this already in your life, but so let's consolidate and let's start to get this working consistently, because it can, and it does. Anyhow, so I talked to my mentor about this, and I said, hey man, I'm thinking about talking about being in the flow, and I know you're amazing at it. You kind of really took what I knew or had seen and took it to whole new levels of what the fuck, his ability to manifest money at the drop of a hat is incredible. And now I'm doing stuff that's fucking blowing my mind. It's like you feel like you're in the Garden of Eden in a way. And there's just total fucking abundance. And I told him what I wanted to talk about was that being in the flow is A, knowing about it, just knowing that it exists. B, tuning into it, meaning, there are things. Maybe you have this, like in your life, there's things that you're good at getting and things that you're not, let's say. Well, it's kind of like you're tuned into the radio frequency of that thing. So if it's I don't know, relationships, you're good at it. or you're good at, I don't know, social interaction. You're good at making friends, you know. It's like you're tuned into being in the flow, and that things flow and happen easily for you. As you know, there's people where it doesn't. On the other hand, if you're tuned into it, you can be good at making money. It's just a frequency tune-in, if that makes any sense. You're just tuning your dial into that band of experience in life. There's all these different bands of experience. You know, it's like, oh, do I want to listen to this station or that station, rock or classical or whatever? You can listen to them all. You just got to know how to turn the dial and optimize the signal, and, you know, get the right antenna up and whatever, right? The nice thing about that is that it's all in you already. It's like your most perfect antenna already exists. You just got to like clear the branches off of it and all the bullshit and like bend it back into place like how it's supposed to be. Like, you can see where it's fucking kinked, you know what to do. You bend it, you make it straight or whatever. So you've already got the equipment, you know, and it's already perfect. It's already the best fucking shit in the world. So we're just going to work on that antenna, right? And I asked him, what, you know, do you have anything to add to this? I said, okay, so I said, knowing it exists, tuning into it. But he said, I think a big part of it is clearing out all of the negativity and the reasons why not, and the doubt and the fear and all these things that will chain you, right? Which I kind of mentioned in an earlier video. Like, I told you I had this one vision that lasted 60 seconds that I just did a really good job at, of seeing clearly and just existing in it as if it was real. Like, it was real. You know, I guess that was one thing that I wanted to say, was that it wasn't as if it was real. It was real. It was fucking real. And that's, I think, key, you know, and I'm not even always good at doing that either. But it was real. I mean, it was real. I wonder if, like, Harry Potter, like J.K. Rowling, you know, when she's imagining these books or whatever, like, in her mind, it was real. It was real. You know, and that power comes through, and that power manifests in the universe. And now look, she's got fucking theme parks, and she's got fucking people that are going to have a lifelong love affair with this reality. This reality that came through her. You know? I think the important thing to know is that there's no lack in this world. Not really. There's stories of lack. That's it. There's just stories of lack. You know? And if you buy into the story, well, then that becomes the reality, you know? I'm not worried about negative manifesting. That doesn't fucking matter to me. What I'm interested in is positive manifesting, right? And so with that in mind, I don't know how people negatively manifest, or if it even exists. Who fucking cares? Doesn't fucking matter. Why look backwards, man? We're looking forwards, right? But I do know that to positively manifest, you just follow this shit. You move forward, walk forward, and follow this shit. And see. One of the things my mentor said was that it has to do a lot with, you know, clearing out all of the things that will chain and hold you back, all the negative things, all the doubt, the fear, those emotions, right? Letting them fucking go. I've been working on this in other areas too, and trying to sort of visualizing and seeing what it feels like to have that shit creep in, you know? And I think the answer to fixing it is that you just persist with the vision, right? So it's kind of like the analogy that I thought of was like Harry Potter going, like, Wingardium Leviosa, trying to, like, lift that fucking feather, right? And he may conjure and conjure and conjure and try that again and again and again, and the fucking feather blows up, and his fucking, you know, glasses get blown off his face, the thing barely wriggles, then it picks up and drops, then it won't do shit, you know? But he just tries and tries and tries because you can do it. It's like, it's just a natural fucking spiritual muscle that you have to create, right? And to have forward-moving, positive, manifesting, creative energy, right? So you just flex the muscle over and over and over again is the answer. So your exercise for this time, what I want you to do is, let's double down again on visualizing. Maybe, you know, I don't know if you want to try something new this time or whatever. Let me challenge you to this. Whatever your vision was in previous exercises, I want you to do one of two things, or both, is either expand it and make it even better, increase the quality, increase the amount, increase the whatever, longevity, increase whatever you in your wildest dreams of freedom you would increase, with pleasure, increase them, okay? Number 2 is to increase the vividness, the clarity of it, but more importantly, the feeling of this is real, and really just increase the reality of it. Does that make sense? Make it more real, okay? So my purpose today was to introduce you to this idea that there is this place, and I guess you're just taking it in blind faith, I hope, but it's true. There is this place where things just flow, and they flow easily. Remember, I was talking in an earlier video about it goes from like this with resistance to this where it's just flow. Like I picked up a new thing the other day. I did it for the first time. I had it in my mind. It kept coming to me. It was like my heart like poking at me. And I finally did it, and I fucking made money, like enough to fund my week here, you know? And then I did it again, and then it'll fund the next fucking week. It's weird, man, you know? Yeah, you know, so it's like when it rains, it pours, and this stuff comes to you, and I don't know, the sky's the limit. The other thing my mentor said, beside the conscious releasing or letting out or getting out through that sort of repeated, in my method and vision here, in that sort of repeated conjuring way where you're just, you get that muscle stronger and stronger, that visualizing muscle stronger and stronger, and, you know, getting those emotions out and getting just fucking reality, and I don't even want to say belief, but just amping the reality way the fuck up to 100, to 11. Turn the reality up to 11. It goes to 11. Like Spinal Tap. So he said the other thing is intention. What is your intention with this stuff? And getting really clear on your intention. And, you know, whatever that is, doesn't have to be a good, like, it doesn't have to be a justifying thing. You know, you want $1 million. You don't need to justify it with anything. Like, oh, I'm going to save the fucking world or whatever. Just your intention. Like, what is your intention? It could just be to, you know, fuck off and do nothing and sit around the house or travel or whatever, you know, but get clear on your intention. And these elements of being unfettered or being uninhibited by all that pollution of fear and doubt, and then also the clarity of your intention. So now it's like the car has had the boot taken off of the wheel, and you got gas in the tank, right? And the fucking clicker is clicking, and boom. So it's free, and it has power. And I think that mirrors my experience as well, you know. So I keep going back to it because it was just so fucking spectacular, because it was funny. It was the spectacularness of the vision matched the spectacularness of the results. The freeness and easiness, the simplicity and the purity of it. The intensity of that, which, like I said, it was real. It was real. It wasn't a vision, it was real, right? There's a clue for you. Match the results, and the results are spectacular. That's why I'm able to sit here at 8:10 a.m. on a fucking Tuesday and make this video. Okay, so what I want you to do then this time is we're gonna amp this bitch up. I said earlier, you're gonna focus on if it can be made bigger or better, or really if it can make you more happy. I'm not saying do it just to do it. You know, you don't want to put like 7 layers of frosting on a cake. That's nasty, right? But if it's worth it and it's awesome and it makes you happy, like you wanted to put the piping on the cake, or there's like cherries you wanted to put on there, you know, and you didn't, put the fucking things on there, right? Let's make this vision even better. Number 2, go back, and I want you to increase the reality of it. Let's always continuously make this thing more and more real. In fact, I think you have the power and the ability to instantly make it completely fucking real. It is to make it to where you can say this is real, or that was real. So either get to that point instantly, which you are capable of doing, or work towards getting to that point, like that Harry Potter conjuring. Just keep fucking doing it. You know, a great time, a time that I love to do this stuff is in bed, either when you're drifting off to sleep or when you've woken up in the morning. And fucking do that. Set your alarm early, you know, with the intention of doing this. I mean, even if you fucking sleep in for half an hour and you only get half an hour of it, it's better than nothing, you know. If you're not good at it or whatever, which most people aren't. I mean, I'm not fucking amazing at it. It's just you know, these few key times have been times when I fucking allowed myself. I gave myself permission. That's another big thing, is giving yourself permission to feel happy, and giving yourself permission to step into your full abilities, which you do have. I don't care where you fucking came from, or who you are, what your gender is, what your color is. You have these fucking abilities. You're a human being. You've got this amazing fucking infinite energy. It's all there for you. And nothing that anybody else can do or say or believe means shit. It's just not fucking true. There's people who get frustrated by life, or they like human beings they say that human beings are the storytelling animals, right? Well, those stories can help us by transmitting culture, making meaning in our lives, all these things. They can also hurt us by making meaning in our lives that doesn't fucking exist and isn't there, or exaggerates meaning. Stories about your incapability, stories about how you can't, stories about impossibility, stories about difficulty, stories about all this shit you don't fucking need. You don't need those fucking stories. Your brain is plastic, your mind is plastic, your soul is fucking huge, and it's very fucking capable. I don't care what color your fucking body is, or what gender your body is. It's bullshit. Don't buy it, because it's a fucking lie. It's a fucking lie. Like, you are infinitely fucking powerful. You have the ability to generate ideas that cut through fucking everything. All the fucking heaviness and all the fucking distance. All the separation. Ideas fucking move mountains. Like, literally move fucking mountains. It's crazy. I've seen this shit. Anyhow, so we're going to amp up what's there. We're going to amp up the goodness and the pleasure and the awesomeness. We're going to amp up the reality of it. It is real. It's real. After this is like a 4-part, 3-part, 4-part thing. You're going to keep conjuring. If it doesn't come to you instantly and you can't immediately go, that is real, that was real, that is real, you're going to keep conjuring this. Keep fucking doing it. It's like a muscle. Keep trying to make that Wingardium Leviosa happen. Because I'm telling you, that feather's going to fucking float. And, honestly, the feather's going to turn into the most beautiful bird you ever saw. That's just how it works. The better it gets, it's like Abraham Hicks says, the better it gets, the better it gets. That shit's true. The better it gets, the better it gets. It really is fucking true. And you're just standing on the edge of a fucking wild ride. And then, finally, you're going to clarify your intent. What do you want? Why do you want it? Maybe it's just to have fun. Doesn't matter. If you want to save the world, great. If you want to have fucking fun, great. If you want to fucking, I don't know, if you want to fucking do something that you think everybody thinks is stupid, well, fuck them. You don't. You're all that fucking matters in your life. You're responsible for your happiness. I know that sounds really like that statement could be fucking seen as kind of cold or whatever, but it's true. It's like when you accept that as how things are, you're responsible for your own happiness, the fucking doors open wide for you. Life's doors open wide for you. Because life sees that you fucking mean business. And you state and you act in ways that show you mean business, and you don't fucking stop. Trust me, weird shit happens. It's fucking locked doors unlock. They open by themselves. They fucking reveal amazing things behind them. That's another part of intent too. So, your exercises, again, make it better. Make it as good as you want it to be. Put all the fucking decoration on there. Make it nice. Make it how you want it to be. Make it so it's pleasing to you. Make it real. Make it real. Make it real. Is number 2. Number 3 is continue to conjure. Keep doing your Wingardium Leviosa. If you don't know what this means, go watch Harry Potter 1. But if you're like a fucking millennial, you definitely will. Keep doing that fucking Wingardium Leviosa. It's not Leviosa, it's Leviosa. And number 4, just try to clarify your intent. See, whatever, and fucking let it go. Don't judge it. Also, part of clarifying your intent is see if you can get to a point where like your intent is fucking strong. Where tomorrow you're not going to forget about this, and it's going to start to grip in and grab onto you. It's going to start to like sink, like the fucking nails will start to sink into and grab. So there you go. Make it bigger, make it better, and make it more real. Till next time. I want to turn this camera around and show you all this shit that Remember the intro to like Beauty and the Beast where she's like dancing to that fucking French village? It's like that here. It's fucking crazy. Restaurants are so fucking good. Everything here's been so good. Like South America can't cook fucking foreign food to save its life, but here, completely different story. Brazil knows what it's doing. I've had a lot of food here that you get in the U.S. and it's better here. Not to sound like a pompous fucking gringo.